What's up, y'all? Once again, welcome to the Beastiary. And as always, I am Blak. And today we're going to talk about a legend which is pretty interesting in itself. If you've ever heard the term hellhound or devil dog, then you're probably familiar with this legend in itself in one form or another, whether it's the actual legend or not. Maybe you're familiar with something that this legend, gave birth to, like, something based on this legend. And what I'm talking about is a very well-known type of hellhound known as the Black Shuck. And as always, we're going to learn you something. And I hope you have fun, or at least gain a little bit of knowledge from this episode. Now, Black Shuck, or Old Shuck as it's also known, is the name given to a ghostly black dog said to roam the Norfolk, Essex, and Suffolk coastline. Black Shuck is sometimes referred to as the Doom Dog. Now, for centuries, inhabitants of England have told tales of a large black dog with malevolent flaming eyes, or in some variants of the legend, a single eye, that are red and alternatively green, depending on the story. They're described as being like saucers. According to reports, the beast varies in size and stature, from that of simply a large dog to being the size of a horse. There are legends of Black Shuck roaming the Anglian countryside since before the Vikings. His name may derive from the Old English word skuka, meaning demon, or possibly from the local dialect word shucky, meaning shaggy or hairy. The legend may have been part of the inspiration for the Sherlock Holmes novel, The Hound of the Baskervilles, which is a very good book, by the way, and you should check it out if you get a chance. It is said that his appearance bodes ill to the beholder, although not always. More often than not, stories tell of Black Shuck terrifying his victims, but leaving them alone to continue living normal lives. Now, in some cases, it has supposedly happened before close relatives to the observer die or become ill. In other tales, he's considered relatively benign, and said to accompany women on their way home in the role of protector rather than a portent of ill omen. Sometimes Black Shuck has appeared headless, and at other times he appears to float on a carpet of mist. According to folklore, the specter often haunts graveyards, side roads, crossroads, and dark forests. Black Shuck is also said to haunt the coast road between West Runton and Overstrand. Now, one of the most notable reports of Black Shuck is of his appearance at the churches of Bungay and Blithborough in Suffolk. Now, on the 4th of August in 1577, at Blithborough, Black Shuck is said to have burst in through the church doors. He ran up the nave, past a large congregation, killing a man and a boy, and causing the church tower to collapse through the roof. As the dog departed, he left scorch marks on the north door that remain to this day in the shape of a paw print. 2 men were touched by the beast and fell down dead. Other accounts attribute the event to lightning or the devil, but the scorch marks on the door are referred to by the locals as the devil's fingerprints, and the event is remembered in this verse. All down the church in mist of fire the hellish monster flew, and passing onward to the choir he many people slew. Appearances in small villages near Chelmsford, Essex, are said to have occurred many years ago. All those said to have seen the red-eyed devil dog are rumored to have met an untimely end within a year, matching the legend that all that see Black Shuck perish within a year and a day of looking into his eyes. Now, what do we learn from that? We learn if you see a dog with fire in his eyes, the size of a horse, floating down, past the church congregation. Get the hell out of the church. And I'm not making fun. I'm really not. Because that's got to be some horrifying shit. But, at some point, if you see a large black dog running in and killing people, get the hell out, man, because there's probably not much you can do unless you're a priest. And apparently, better be a real good one. But, I digress. I guess what we learned is, or at least what I learned, is that nothing is really as it seems, and something as close to home as man's best friend can quickly become a nightmare. If you're not careful, that is. And sometimes there's absolutely nothing you can do, and you have to, there's nothing that you have to do for this kind of shit to happen. It's just not, it's not a happy-go-lucky world. The world is full of nightmarish horrors and things that you could not even begin to understand. So I'm just gonna end it here. I'm gonna end it on this note, and like I always say, knowledge is our greatest weapon. Arm yourselves and be strong, man, because these are only legends right now. But legends are always born of a grain of truth. And at some point, legends always rise again. So, I guess I will see you next time. I'm Blak. Thank you for visiting the Beastiary, and take it easy.